in the harshest storms and the fiercest battles of life. It's not the strength of our arms, but the fortitude of our minds that determines our fate. Mental toughness isn't just a trait, it's a weapon, a shield, and a beacon. Today, I'll unveil the 6 brutal rules that will forge your mind into an unbreakable fortress. Prepare to arm yourself with the wisdom of the ancient stoic philosopher and the power to conquer life's greatest challenges. Rule 1. Act according to your values, not your moods. Imagine a ship in the vast ocean, facing turbulent waves and unpredictable storms. If the ship's captain changes direction with every gust of wind or every wave, the ship will be lost. But if the captain sets a course based on the stars and stays true to it, no storm can divert the ship from its destination. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult." Just like the ship's captain, we must set our course by our values, not by the fleeting moods of the moment. We've all faced moments when our emotions try to overpower our judgment. Maybe it's the temptation to skip a workout because we're not in the mood, or to lash out in anger over a minor inconvenience. But true strength comes from acting according to our core values, even when our emotions pull us in a different direction. Every time you choose your values over your moods, you're building a mental muscle that will serve you in life's toughest moments. The next time you're faced with a decision, pause. Ask yourself, am I acting based on my values or my current mood? Remember, the strongest people aren't those who always feel brave, but those who act bravely, even when they're afraid. Rule 2. Embrace adversity as a teacher. In ancient times, warriors trained not on calm days, but amidst storms and challenges. They believed that true strength was forged in adversity, not in comfort. Similarly, life's hardships are not mere obstacles. They are the very anvil upon which our mental toughness is shaped. The Stoics viewed adversity as a natural part of life. It comes and goes, regardless of our wishes. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once remarked that obstacles are not only to be expected, but embraced, for in facing them, we grow stronger. Think about the last challenge you faced. Perhaps it was a job loss, a failed relationship, or a personal setback. While the pain was real, so were the lessons. Every challenge carries within it a seed of wisdom, a lesson to be learned. It's up to us to find it. The ancient Stoics often likened life's challenges to a gym workout. Just as our muscles require resistance to grow, our character requires challenges to strengthen. So, the next time adversity knocks on your door, don't shy away. Welcome it as a teacher, ready to impart lessons of resilience, patience, and strength. And remember, as the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, difficulty shows what men are. Embrace the difficulty, learn from it, and let it mold you into a stronger, more resilient individual. Rule 3. Understand the dichotomy of control. Imagine a master archer preparing to take a shot. The archer can control his stance, his breathing, the pull of the bowstring, and the moment he releases the arrow. But once the arrow is in flight, he cannot control the wind that might divert it or a sudden change in the target's position. The Stoics believed life is much the same. We can control our actions and responses, but many things remain outside our grasp. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, drew a clear line between what is within our control and what isn't. Our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, those are up to us. But external events, the outcomes of our actions, and the actions of others, those lie outside our domain. In our daily lives, we often stress over things beyond our control. Traffic jams, the opinions of others, the weather. But true, mental toughness arises when we focus our energy on what we can influence and accept what we cannot change. Consider a time when you were upset because things didn't go as planned. Maybe it rained on your outdoor event, or a friend canceled plans at the last minute. Now, think about how much energy and stress could have been saved by accepting the situation and adapting to it. As warriors in ancient times prepared for battle, they knew they couldn't control the enemy's actions or the terrain, but they could control their strategies and responses. Similarly, in the battlefield of life, understanding the dichotomy of control is your shield against unnecessary stress and disappointment. Rule 4. Cultivate inner tranquility. Imagine a serene pond, its surface undisturbed, reflecting the world with clarity. Even when a stone is thrown into it, the ripples it creates soon fade, returning the pond to its calm state. This pond symbolizes the mind of a person who has achieved inner tranquility. The Stoics often spoke of apatheia, a state of inner peace where one is undisturbed by external events or internal passions. It's not about being emotionless, but rather about not letting emotions dictate our actions or cloud our judgment. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, faced countless challenges during his reign, from wars to betrayals to personal losses. Yet, he consistently emphasized the importance of maintaining inner calm amidst the chaos. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In our modern lives, we're constantly bombarded with information, demands, and distractions. It's easy to feel overwhelmed or reactive, but think of a time when you responded to a situation with calmness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. The outcome was likely more favorable, and you felt a sense of control. Ancient warriors knew the importance of a calm mind. In the heat of battle, panic and fear could lead to fatal mistakes. By cultivating inner tranquility, they could see the battlefield with clarity, make strategic decisions, and act with precision. Achieving this state of mind isn't about suppressing emotions, but understanding them. It's about taking a step back, reflecting, and choosing how to respond. By cultivating inner tranquility, you equip yourself with a powerful tool to navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. Rule 5. Accept reality. Don't fight it. Picture a tree standing tall amidst a storm. While the winds rage and twist, the tree bends but doesn't break. It doesn't resist the force of the storm. Instead, it adapts, knowing that the storm will pass. This tree embodies the Stoic principle of accepting reality. The Stoics understood that life is filled with events beyond our control. They believed in the principle of amor fati, which translates to love of fate. It's the idea of accepting and even embracing whatever life throws at us, not with resignation, but with enthusiasm. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant." This means that whether we accept our circumstances willingly or resist them, they will unfold. The difference lies in our experience of them. Think about a time when you resisted reality, perhaps hoping for a different outcome or dwelling on past mistakes. The resistance likely brought pain and frustration. Now, consider a moment when you accepted a situation as it was and moved forward. The acceptance probably brought peace and clarity. Ancient soldiers on the battlefield knew they couldn't change the terrain or the weather, They couldn't wish for a different starting position or different equipment. All they could do was accept the reality of the situation and make the best strategic decisions based on that reality. In our lives, when we face challenges or unexpected events, fighting against reality only drains our energy. Accepting reality, on the other hand, allows us to see the situation clearly, adapt, and move forward with purpose. Rule 6. Reflect and review. Envision a blacksmith meticulously crafting a sword. After each stage of forging, he examines the blade, looking for imperfections and areas to refine. With each review, the sword becomes sharper, stronger, and more refined. This process of reflection and refinement is akin to the Stoic practice of evening meditation. The Stoics believed that self-awareness was the cornerstone of personal growth. Just as the blacksmith inspects his work, we too must reflect on our actions, decisions, and emotions. By doing so, we can identify areas of improvement and celebrate our successes. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal notes, often engaged in self-reflection. He would question his actions, motives, and responses, striving for self-improvement. He wrote, at day's end, "Review your actions and ask yourself, did I do right? Could I have chosen a better path?" Consider your daily routine. How often do you pause to reflect on your actions? Think about a decision you made recently. Upon reflection, was it the right choice? Could you have approached it differently? Warriors of old would often regroup after a battle, analyzing their strategies, successes, and failures. This reflection was crucial for their growth and preparation for future battles. Similarly, by reflecting on our day, we can learn from our experiences, both good and bad. It's an opportunity to realign with our values, correct our course, and prepare for the challenges of tomorrow. Life's battles are won, not by the strongest, but by the wisest. These 6 rules, distilled from ancient Stoic wisdom, are your weapons for a resilient and purposeful life. Like the great warriors of old, stand tall, armed with knowledge and unyielding strength. Now, I challenge you, don't just listen and move on. Internalize these teachings. Let them fuel your every action. And if you felt even a spark of inspiration, if you felt the fire of determination kindling within, then make your mark. Leave a proof in comment that you are starting now, your journey right now. Share your thoughts, your battles, your victories. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I will give you unfiltered and uncensored raw dose of motivation.